Okay, so if you're stuck on the Desmos activity, this is a little tutorial for how to do each step in the activity. So the first one, I can plot 1 point and turn on its label. I gave you some examples like 0, 0, which is the origin, or like 2, 1, or it can be any point that you choose. We're just getting familiar with Desmos. So click the checkbox to turn on the label, and then you can even label it something else. So if I wanted to call this point A and this point B, it turns on those labels. Number 2, I can plot a line. And then I gave you example lines to plot, like y equals 3x plus 1, or y equals 2x plus 5. Again, we're just getting familiar with how to graph using Desmos. It can be any line that you want. Number 3 says I can find where the line intersects the axes. All you have to do is click on where the graph crosses the axis. So for the x-axis, I can click on that point. For the y-axis, I can see it there very clearly. Same thing with this one. I can see both of my axes where they cross really clearly. Number 4 is I can graph 2 lines and find their point of intersection. I'm going to scroll out a little bit. All you have to do is see where the lines connect, where they cross, and click around there, and it tells you where they cross. So at the point 413. The bonus for this is changing the color and the style of the line. So clicking on the settings button over here, the edit list. Once you do that, you can change the color. So we'll do blue and green for warriors, and then maybe I want my blue line to be dotted. I don't know. It doesn't matter. This is just for the aesthetic of your graph. Okay, number 5, I can graph a line with sliders for the slope and the intercept. So y equals mx plus b is the pattern that all linear functions follow. So I'm just going to type that in and add slider for all. Now this way I can adjust my slope, and I can also adjust my b value or my y-intercept. Number 6, I can use an inequality to shade above the line y equals x. And I told you, try graphing y is greater than x. And you see it's a dotted line. You can also try graphing y is less than x, and you still have your dotted line. If you need to do the less than or equal to, if you pull up the keypad down here, you have your less than or equal to sign, which makes it a solid line instead. Number 7, I can use the settings menu to change labels and the step sizes of the axes. If you click on this wrench up here, graph settings, you can label your x-axis. So maybe my x-axis is time and my y-axis is money. So I have my time label down here and I have my money label up here. Same thing if you want to change the step size. So say I want it to be 5. Notice on the x-axis I put 5, and now I can see every 5 units. It tells me. Number 8, I can share and save the graph that I've made. So if you click on this button up here that says share graph, you can copy the link, you can export the image. If you need to print it, you can. Whatever you need to do. Okay, so this is our activity for getting familiar with Desmos.